Hey everyone, Monica Fernandes with Evolution Essentials. In this video, we're talking about 3 non-toxic tips to decrease your runny nose without chemicals. What? Oh yeah, we're doing it. It doesn't really matter when you're watching this. If it's change of the seasons, if it's wintertime, summertime, fall, really doesn't matter when. Welcome if you're brand new to my channel, and welcome back if you've been here already, and I appreciate so much that you're here. Let's talk about how does a runny nose manifest? Have you ever thought about that? If you're suffering from a runny nose, you probably kind of know why that's happening. You could be feeling under the weather. You may have some chronic condition. Seasonal threats may be up in the air. So it's that time of year. Changing of the seasons, right? Springtime is known for that. You might have some sinus discomfort. So it really sometimes comes at the worst possible times. It's going to inconvenience you breathing at night, and it may happen if you have like an important meeting or a presentation, or you got to film, or you're doing a live on Facebook or Instagram, and a runny nose is just an inconvenient thing to have. So I'm going to share with you ways to reduce it, not a cure, but it will help, I promise. So what happens when you go to the doctor, they give you prescriptions and nasal sprays with a ton of man-made chemicals, but you're like, I wish I could just have something that I could do right away without having to do all of that, or maybe do all of that as a last resort. You know that, or maybe you don't because you haven't been here before, but if you've been to my channel, I'm all about natural solutions for your health and wellness. And in this channel, I talk about essential oils, natural solutions for your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. And if you're like, essential oils, what are you talking about? Well, I did this video right here on which essential oils belong in your medicine cabinet. So check that out because I really dive deeper on the ones that you really must have. I wanted to give you some natural and non-toxic ways to reduce the time that you have a runny nose and also decrease it. So let's get to it. First way is actually going to be with steam and essential oils. The oils, of course, are optional, but they will greatly help on how you are feeling, especially if it is a respiratory oil. Respiratory oils, Monica? Oh yeah, there's a ton of respiratory oils. I'm going to just cover a couple so you don't get too overwhelmed. So here's what you do. You take a pan or a microwave or a kettle full of water. You bring it to boil or very hot. You let it cool down for a few minutes because it's hot, right? And then after that, you add 1 drop of peppermint essential oil, eucalyptus, or rosemary. One of those options will be amazing. If you're familiar with oils, you can put 1 drop of the respiratory blend, and I'm gonna link all of these in the description, so don't you worry. And then you get a towel, pretty big towel that's big enough to cover your head. You close your eyes and you breathe in. Even through your mouth, you can do that. So the whole idea is you might start dripping a lot, but the steam with the essential oils is actually loosening everything up, and that's what you want. Number 2 way to reduce this runny nose without chemicals is 1 drop of peppermint or the respiratory blend in the palms of your hands. And I'm going to exemplify on how you do this, okay? So this is my peppermint, you take the peppermint, and listen, if 2 drops come out, that's okay. Nothing bad is gonna happen. Make sure you're using the best essential oils on the planet. You can go to my description as I give you 25% off the brand that I use. And this is what you do. Shut your eyes. Take a deep breath. You can do this as many times as you want. Sorry, I'm gonna stay here for a little bit.
A few moments later.
Woo! It's okay if you cough. means it's working. Wow, that is potent, you guys. That is amazingly potent. But you know what? It is amazing because peppermint is really incredible, and you can find out more about peppermint in this video that I did right here, peppermint essential oil to soothe and uplift. You can apply this just one drop like I did here. You can apply right under your nose so you don't have to do it this thing all the time. But I'm telling you, doing that is just unbelievable. I really love the smell of it. But if you have your nose is runny, yeah, this is going to help. And if you're enjoying this video, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and share with someone you know would benefit from this information. I would really appreciate it. So let's get going. Number 3 way is to make your own spray. What do you mean making your own spray? Oh yeah, baby. Here we go. Here we go. It's so easy. You're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this. And you may think, Monica, where are you going to get these bottles? These bottles that look like you got them at the pharmacy. I didn't get them at the pharmacy, you guys. I got them on Amazon, and I'll leave a link down below for you. And it is the same thing. It will do the same thing for you to spray, except this is made naturally with just 2 or 3 ingredients. And I'm going to give you what you need. Super, super simple. You need distilled water. The best way is to have filtered water. You can even boil it and then let it cool down. And only after that can you add the essential oils. So I'm going to give you 3 recipes. So this 3rd way is actually 3rd plus 3. No, wait a minute. It's like 3 things that I'm giving you. So I'm going to link the dispenser that I use in the description. It's glass because essential oils are better in glass. They don't break down. Plastic is not our friend, you guys. It's a petrochemical, and essential oils that are from nature know that petrochemicals are not great, and they start eating through them, you know? And so you want to make sure that it's a glass, you know, okay, so the plastic is here, right? The top is plastic. This is just how they make these things. However, this is glass. Hear that? Absolutely glass. And that way, it's just a better way to keep this concoction that you're going to do. So the 3 recipes, the first one is just put 1 drop of peppermint first, and then put the water that you've already boiled and let it cool down, or your filtered water or your distilled water. 1 drop of peppermint. That's all you need. All you need. And I would apply in each nostril once or twice, but I would do it probably once. You're not going to need it more. And then the second recipe is 1 drop peppermint and 1 drop On Guard. Okay, On Guard is the protective blend, and this has an amazing blend of essential oils that includes actually rosemary, which is really beneficial for a healthy respiratory function. The next recipe you can do is rosemary, okay, rosemary, and you got it, On Guard. All right, so you could do that. I'm gonna give you another recipe. Why don't you try 1 drop peppermint, 1 drop rosemary? That's like a double whammy, You can do that. But the whole point is, because this is such a small dispenser, you want to put just 2 drops maximum. So you can mix and match if you want. So I didn't give you 3 recipes, I gave you 4. That's okay, right? So rosemary is awesome for respiratory function. On Guard already has rosemary in it, but it has a bunch of other antioxidant oils like clove and wild orange and cinnamon. So it's really great to help with your runny nose. And if you're new to essential oils, please watch what are the top 10 benefits of essential oils right there. And I have some more tips for you. So instead, you know I said 3 tips, but I have more tips. I always have more tips for you. And the first tip that I have for you is get a diffuser. If you are an essential oil user, you probably already have a diffuser. Put it to work. It's not enough for you to just have a diffuser at home, sitting, doing nothing. just get your diffuser going, put some filtered water in there, and put these respiratory oils in it. That way, you can really help. You're kind of passively breathing in the essential oils, getting some benefit that way without even thinking about it. The second tip, another tip, should I say, that I want you to think about is what could be the culprits in your space that could aggravate or even cause your nose to run. What kind of toxic products do you have that you're smelling? You need to really, really think about this. And lastly, I recommend that you drink lots of liquids, no wine. Water and herbal tea are best because you're trying to kind of detox your nose, and those are best. I want you to download my free guide to non-toxic cleaners for your home, because if that is a culprit, you really want to do an overhaul of your toxic cleaners, and it'll remove all the bunch of bad chemicals from your space. And I want you to comment below on what you think the cause of your runny nose is. And I hope you got major value from this video, and I'll see you in the next one.